Huh? Oh, it's just straight away the cat's butt. Great. That's just what. It's going to be a tradition. Hello, internet. Welcome to the International Writers Fellowship on the 2nd of November, 2020. Are we still for 2024? Yes. So we are whamming it again. That really sounded inappropriate, didn't it? But I'm going to say it anyway. We're whamming again today. We are writing hard all month. We're going to get some exclamation points around here so that we're whamming it. And I'm just going to keep saying we're whamming it. How's everybody doing?
Good. It's been raining here since sometime in the very, very, very early morning. I had to take my kid to get a haircut, and all of the fields and ditches, it looks like everywhere is just like underwater. It's a lot of rain.
Yeah, the world's. Have you seen what's going on in Spain? Jesus H.
No.
Christ, fuck mothering mighty. Something like more than 200 deaths in a minute from floods. It's terrible. I mean, there are pictures of just walls of cars that have just been washed down streets. It's horrifying.
Wow.
Anyway, moving on to nicer stuff. Hi, everybody else. How's Gary and Jules? We've got Gary. Actually, his computer is up to speed. You know, of course, I've cursed us all now, but lovely to have you back with us, chap.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Now, both of my computers were having severe issues. I had to actually remove the hard drive from the other one to get it to work right.
And why not? And Jules, how about yourself?
Yeah, not bad. I had a really nice day yesterday.
Oh, you're extremely quiet, darling, just so you know.
I had a really nice day yesterday. Is that any better?
Nope. It sounds like you set the volume down.
No, I haven't touched it. That's bizarre.
Anyway, you've had a nice day. You can tell us more about it in a moment. Erica, you have some cards. Let's do the cards. And
I do. So I have this deck. Okay, I'm going to turn my thing down. And I haven't actually used it yet, but it's an oracle deck, and it's called Manifesting Your Greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And so like this is the back of the cards. The artwork is really, really cool, and they're shiny.
Oh, shiny. Yeah, we're easily bought. It's got shiny edges. Yeah, gimme.
Is that any better?
Okay, so
it had tried to use the wrong microphone. That would be why.
Regardless of how close the mic is to your face, it sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good. I can leave it on my desk then. I wrote 760 words yesterday.
No, you still haven't got any sound, darling. Just so you know.
I can hear a little.
Can you?
I don't know what's going on.
It sounds like you might be getting it through a different microphone. Go on, Erica. Because that's I love the motto of that oracle. What do you say? Manifest your greatness.
So this is funny because I've actually, in all of my Adlerian trainings that we go to, we every single morning pull cards from 1 to 2 different decks, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Some days we pull 3 cards, sometimes we pull 2 cards. But at some point in time in my life, I have pulled this card that I just pulled. And I have it in a folder somewhere. So it says, every breath can be a new beginning. And
I approve.
So take a moment, stop what you're doing, feel your breath, slow it down, concentrate on this. Separate this moment from the one before and from the ones that will follow. In this moment, you are calm, unflappable, capable, ready, willing, brave. Change what you are doing to do something else, even if that something else is simply washing the dishes. And then I like this part too. This life is not a race to the finish line. Your life is valuable, so breathe and take care of yourself. Thank you, universe. I hear you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, universe can get a bit pushy, can't it? A bit on the nose. I personally don't think we need to read too much into that, because let's face it, it's quite clear, and obviously it applies because this is the beginning of the month. We're all getting into the swing of it. Anybody got any hot takes?
Is my microphone working now?
Yes.
Good. StreamYard had decided to change my microphone settings, even though it's been exactly the same every single time I've logged in until today.
Why would you expect anything to go smoothly on this stream? Yeah, so anybody want to say anything about that, or are we just going to say, yeah, no, that scans, let's move on?
Trying very hard to be good here, but the sarcastic one in me had an immediate rejoinder.
Go for it. Go on. We're here for the sarcasm.
Every breath is a new beginning. Any breath could be your last.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But technically, your last will still be a new beginning. So there.
Like for me, for writing, it's interesting that, like, I'm writing this story, and it kind of like just completely reworking it and making it new-ish. Oh my God, cat, go away! Gosh, drive me crazy. So, but yeah. I like that card. And I just looked in my book full of like my oracle cards and all of the cards that I pulled, and it was like the very first one.
How long have you been keeping notes on this?
So this is my binder of cards, and like I have them in like
so
sleeves.
When you pull one, you put it in there.
No, these are all from trainings that I've been to, my Adlerian trainings. And so, like, I keep all of them.
Erica, have I ever told you that I love you?
Once or twice, and I love you too. But, so I went to my very first training in Adlerian training in February of 2020.
Okay, so you've got a bit of a collection.
Yeah. I've had to upgrade my binder a couple of times because it got too big, or my other ones were not big enough.
So, question then, does that mean that deck is now unusable?
No, so I have certain decks that I will give cards out from. The card that I have in the binder is not from this deck. Well, it's from this deck, but it's not the deck that I have. It's a deck that someone else had that I pulled a card from.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Jules, before you, whilst your mic was still down, you said something about getting some. I think you said some words down. Was that right? That's
760 words.
Nice.
Not I'm not aiming for 50,000. So
No. There's only one of us here crazy enough to do that. And
if I can
crazy
get at
enough to
least
achieve
this,
it.
if I can get this short story done, I'll be really happy. So
I don't think there's a lower limit or an upper limit for WHAM.
No, that's the great thing about WHAM is you just set your own target. And I think I've changed my target because I realized yesterday that I cheated basically. I was like, okay, let's do some writing. And I found myself going straight for the non-fiction stuff because I've been writing, any writing I've been doing, it's been non-fiction. It's like, well, no, I haven't written any fiction in the better part of what is it with the bloody cats? Pay attention to me. Let me love you. And so, being as we've got a month where we can make a concerted effort to achieve something, I'm gonna try and get back into the swing of fiction. It's gonna be like passing bricks, I suspect, but hopefully by the end of November, I will be back in the swing of things. So I don't know what I'm going to write, but it's going to be fictional. That's my.
it did feel like that yesterday. That was 3 hours worth of work, and I was like, no, not nothing. I'm not going to feel bad.
No,
about that.
750. Jesus, that's 750 more than I've written fiction wise in better part of 2 years. No, that's not quite right. Yeah. Anywho, so let us away then.
Okay, can you go, please? Thank you.
Present. So I put us down for 40 minutes. Is 30 minutes long enough, or should I put us down for 40?
30 is good.
30 is good. Cool.
So Dan, when Jules and I ran the stream, I learned that there are different timers, and I found a dragon one.
Okay.
But no, we don't need to find it today. Let's write today, and I'll send you the dragon one. Because I mean, there's tons and tons and tons of different ones, and also dragons.
And also
the dragon one.
I'm happy to go yellow again.
I gotta go blue. And since Charlene's not here, I'm calling it blue, not purple.
Oh my god, I've just found the dragon one. We can do dragons now if you would like.
Sure.
Go for it.
Or
Let's
reattach dragons. Okay, let's
Sorry, guys.
No,
I should have
no.
waited until afterwards.
Oh.
So we're going for blue, are we? Oh shit, let me just get rid of one.
Yeah.
Red.
Oh, come on. Well then, happy writing, and let's see who wins. So who bet blue? Hey! Congratulations, you win nothing. And poor old Green, he was doing well, he was doing so well for so long, but alas, tripped right before the finish line. Right. How did we do? Any takers?
Figuring that out, I had to switch chapters.
How about you, Jules?
220.
220.
Yeah. I'm
Cool.
happy with that.
Gary?
Again, like yesterday, not as much verbiage as
I count the deleted words, honestly.
I reviewed probably 8 pages or so.
Can't argue with that. I myself wrote precisely 0, but I've taken all of the non-fiction off my Neo and put a few stories on there, and discovered some stories that I started. I mean, Jules will be interested by some Freedom Slaves stories I started.
Oh.
Some Brother Demas mysteries I started. Goodness knows how long ago.
Other ones.
Other ones.
Cool.
Other ones plural. I don't know where to start. One of them's quite, no, it's not massively long, but it's not, you know, obviously I put some effort into it. I mean, it's 1,000 words long. So
Very good. Do you think you'll have a crack at that then?
probably. Well, maybe. I've got a few different options now, but the point is the Neo has gone back to being solely for fiction, and I've got a few options to actually get myself started. Oh, we have. Hi. We're just waiting for Erica to piss all over us.
1237.
So what's the number you need to cover every day to get to 50?
1666.
Of course it is. So literally another 10 minutes and you'll be there. God, I wish I was like I could write as fast as you. I am in awe, woman.
Same.
How do you feel at the end of that? Because I would be dead to the world if I wrote all that in one sitting.
Honestly, I am like
Energized and could go on for the rest of the day.
I'm kind of like, damn it, I'm right in the middle of something. I need to keep going.
You lot are really getting in my way, so
Yeah, please, can you just stop talking and just
No.
let me get on with what I'm doing here?
Well, and I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so one thing that I have learned that I don't like about this My Right Club is you can't, so like I have to put in new totals. I can't put in like separate, like just add.
Oh.
I have to put in new.
Oh, I see. So you just got to add the number yourself. Otherwise,
So that's a little bit annoying, but
I mean, you could do that on an Excel spreadsheet.
I am. I just want something to do it for me because it's one more step.
Anybody have any particular revelations whilst they were during that half hour? As I say, I'm flabbergasted at the number of stories I've started and then literally just completely forgot about. I mean, I knew there were plenty, but it turns out there were even more than I remembered. And it's always great when you find some old writing and think, you know what, this isn't actually all that bad.
That is a nice feeling.
It's kind of how I feel about reviewing the story I'm doing right now. It's like enjoying the tone and the world. Why didn't I finish this?
Yeah.
I love that. Like, even just going back in when I had skimmed over this story last weekend, because one of the things that I really love about fan fiction was I eventually learned how to embed pictures into my stories. Whereas before I would link stories or link in the story to the picture that I would put in my Tumblr account, because I didn't know how to embed them into the story. And then I learned how to embed them. And I was looking through some of the pictures, and as I was looking through the pictures, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that part. And I was like, oh, this was so good. This was way to go, brain. Like, congratulating my brain for all these really cool ideas and stuff.
I wasn't sure how I felt about what I'd written when I got to the end of my session yesterday, but I'm like, oh, this is not terrible.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. I mean, when you've got a fun character, it's kind of hard to dislike everything that you
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently I had an idea for Demas to meet Loyola.
Yes, please.
And there's even a title for that story. I've written nothing. That all there is a title, and I'm like, don't know what I was going to do with that. Something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll come to you.
Almost certainly. And I've clearly planned out an entire book's worth of short stories here, because I've even allotted each story a certain word count so that it would all fit in to a 300-page book. Not that I'm a nerd and think about shit like that, obviously.
No.
No, not at all. Not at all. So what we're saying is a successful start to the month.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely getting the level of excitement about writing is climbing.
Good. And that's the thing. I mean, I think we'd all lost that for a little while. I mean, I know I certainly had, and it's coming back just by having a look through all this old stuff. I might actually start off with some drabbles, I just realized, because I'd forgotten that they're just 100 words. I can write 100 words.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, that might be a good starting off point. But I think I'm going to be spending the rest of my evening trawling through all of these old documents going, oh, yeah, I was going to do that. I've got one story here. Was it The Queen of Atlantis? I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome. Don't remember it.
That's funny.
Cool.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll tell you about it later. It's a bit long-winded. It probably isn't worth. That's probably why I stopped it. It's like the concept kind of cool, but is it cool enough to sustain an entire story? Not sure. But, so.
Add a dragon.
Yeah, I can do that.
Or a kraken.
A land
Maybe we
kraken.
should do a little bit longer.
Or a kraken or a draken. I don't know.
Make something up.
Yeah, cool. So I think we should probably call it a day there because Gary has places to be.
Sorry.
And Erica has places to be in her head. Jules needs to go back to bed because I don't know what you're doing out of bed this time of day. Ugh.
Well, my extra words were actually inserted into what I wrote yesterday, and I'm kind of halfway through adding stuff, so I might just finish up that process. So.
Cool. And as I say, I'm going to be trawling through all these things and saying, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah."
I'm such a good writer.
I am the best. I am just what Shakespeare. Eat your heart out. But we'll see how we go. Cool. All right then, guys. Well, thank you very much indeed for joining us on another writing sprint stream. We'll be doing this, if not every night during November, certainly as many nights as we can. So please come and join us. Tell your friends to come and watch a handful of people staring at their screen and saying nothing, because that's worth your time. And we'll see you all. Hey, people have watched Big Brother. Come on. So take it easy. Enjoy your writing, and we shall see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.